Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today the video is going to cover how to calculate your macros. When I started out my fitness journey, I had no idea how to calculate your macros. I didn't even know what macros were. So if you were like me when you started out your fitness journey, this video is perfect for you. I'm going to break it down and show you how to calculate your macros, what exactly fats, carbs, and proteins are for each of your specific diets. I am on the ketogenic diet, so this is going to be specific to keto. So if you are on the ketogenic diet, you plan on going on it, this is going to be a perfect video for you to watch. So if you stay tuned, I'm going to get on the computer. I'm going to show you guys exactly what website I use to calculate these macros. Now, I also want to let you know that this website is not 100% accurate, but it is a closest that you're going to get to calculate your macros without having to do all these crazy equations. Myself, I'm not very good at calculating the macros through the equation, so this is the website I have used, and it has done wonders for me. I'm actually going almost about 40 pounds down now in the ketogenic diet. I've only been on it for about 2 months. So if you guys are ready to get this video started, stay tuned and let me show you how to calculate your macros. Alright, so welcome to this view. So this is the view that I think is the best. It's going to give you guys the ability to see exactly which websites I use and how I calculate my macros for each of my diets. So right now I'm in the ketogenic diet, so this will be specific to that. But this is the first time I've ever actually used a screen recording. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the quality as well as the audio. If it's something that needs to be fixed, I'll definitely feel free to go ahead and I'll upgrade. But for now, this is what I have to use, so I'm going to go ahead and use it, and I'll wait for your guys' feedback. So first thing you want to do is go to iifym.com. That's the website I'm on right now. Now you guys can subscribe to this website if you do choose to. I've never done it in the past, but if it's something that you want to, feel free to take a look around the website and I'll let you make your decision on whether you want to or not. But you don't have to in order to find your macros. So first thing you want to do is go to macro calculator. Once you do that, you're just going to tap on the macro calculator on the left. Now, you can choose out the other calculators if you do choose to. I'm not sure really what they all are, but for right now, I've only used the macro calculator. This will help you find your specifics to that. So once we click on that, it's going to pull up right here. So we're going to start filling this out. If you guys do have any questions along the way, feel free to leave a comment as well, and I will get to you guys on those questions as soon as I possibly can. But I'm going to choose I'm a man. I'm currently 27 years old. I am 5'11" on a good day. And I just weighed myself. I'm 229 pounds, and my goal weight is 195. Now, I do suggest that you guys, make sure you make a goal weight. A lot of people sometimes just say, hey, I want to lose weight, I want to look better, and you will down that process, but you have to have a goal set in mind of where you want to go. So this does make you input it, so even if you don't want to do that, it's okay, but I highly suggest to make a goal weight. Mine's 195 currently right now, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Now, going to the next section, this is describe your daily activities. I work in a retail front other than what I do on YouTube, so I always do sedentary. I stand around a lot today. I work with a lot of customers. I'm not doing a lot of physical activity at my job. Now, if you do a lot of physical activity, for example, like you're in construction, you detail cars for a living, whatever the case may be, you might want to go up to active or very active. I'll let you kind of gauge that yourself, but feel free to play around with it. If you guys aren't getting the results that you want, you can change it. You can mix it up however you want. Like I said, whatever works for me is not always going to work for you guys. So take that with a grain of salt of what I'm telling you guys, but this is what has always worked for me from day one. So I've chosen sedentary. I work out about 5 days a week right now, and I put in anywhere from an hour and 15 to an hour and a half when I work out, but I always like to just keep this consistent and just do an hour, so I'll do 60 minutes, right? So going down here, how intense is your exercise? Now, this is another thing that I do. So I always do light activity. When I'm at the gym, though, I'm usually doing difficult, intense activity. I'm usually up in this area, if not this area. I put on my headphones, I'm listening to my music, and I'm dialed into my workout. I do my workout, and I go home. But if you guys, want to move it up, feel free to. I've just always done light. It's what's worked for me. It's what keeps it consistent across the board for me. Like I said, just choose what you think is going to work best for you and play around with it. But we're going to choose light. Now, going down here, you just have to tap on the same as TD. Now, TD is your total daily expenditure. So what that means is that's the exact amount of calories that you have to intake on a daily basis to keep the exact same weight that you're at right now. So that's not increasing and bulking. That's not losing and cutting weight. That is staying exactly. So I have to intake 2,357 calories on a daily basis to stay exactly 229 pounds. Now, obviously, I still want to go down and I want to lose even more, and I want to get down to about 195. So I'm a pretty aggressive person. I like to make sure that my goals are the highest they possibly can. They push me beyond the limits. So you have to put yourself into a caloric deficit. Now what that means is that you have to lose at least 500 calories out of your total daily expenditure in order to put your body into what we call as a caloric deficit. Once you do that, you will start losing weight. Usually, first off the bat, you're going to lose the most amount of weight that you possibly have ever. You're going to start, losing 20 pounds a month, maybe even 30 pounds a month. And that's okay. You don't want to lose too much, but after that, you're going to be losing about, what's healthy is about a pound a week. Now, doing that is putting you in a 500 calorie deficit each day, and that's what's going to help you. So we're going to take 2,357, and I'm going to subtract that by 500, and that puts us at 1,857 calories. So now that we have that number, we're going to go ahead and pop over to another website that I use. This is another free site. It's called macronutrientcalculator.com. Now, what I'll do for you guys, I will also put these across the screen so you have exactly what those websites are, as well as I will link them in the description for you. But once you get to this website, what you're going to do is you're going to put that in. So you're going to put in 1,857. Now, for most of you that understand the way that keto works is for fat, you want to be between 70 to 75%. For protein, you want to be between 20 to 25%. And for carbs, you want to be at 5%. So these are already preset down here. They're kind of always all over the board. Don't really pay attention to them. The biggest thing you want to pay attention to is the percentages. So we'll start off with fat because this is a high-fat diet, and I usually do 70%. For protein, I'll put that at 25%. And then for my carbs, I'll drop that all the way down to 5%. Now, the thing you want to focus in on is making sure that the total percentage is at 100%. You don't want to be at 101, 102, 95. It has to be exactly at 100. That's what's going to get you to your exact macros for your day. So now my daily intake is 1,857 calories. My carbs for the day are 23. I like to do about 20 to 30 grams of carbs a day, but I've actually learned that 20 grams or less of carbs will put you into a deeper state of ketosis, which will help you lose a lot more and is a lot more healthier for you. So I won't even pay attention to 23. I'll make sure I stick to about 20 grams per day. Protein is at 116, and my fat's at 144. So awesome. So we have all this information. So now what we have to do is input this into MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is the application that I use that's worked for me since day one. There are tons of different types of applications out there. You guys can let me know in the comments which ones that you use, but MyFitnessPal has always worked for me. It's a free application. Feel free to try it out, but I'm going to pop over to my phone now, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to enter that into MyFitnessPal so you know how to track your macros on a daily basis. Alright, so you guys are going to follow along. I have the iPhone 10. If you have an Android, like I mentioned, this is on the Android and Apple market. The application, if you've never seen it before, it looks like that. Has the Under Armour symbol with a little person below it. It says MyFitnessPal. So if you don't already have that downloaded, go ahead and download that and then pause the video and go ahead and follow along with me. Now, when you first get into MyFitnessPal, it is going to look like this. In the bottom right hand corner, you're going to want to hit More. When you go to More, you'll just tap on the Settings. You go to Profile, and then you will go to Goals at the bottom, and then Calorie and Macronutrient Goals. Now when you click on that, it's going to pull up like this. I already obviously have my macros in here as well as my calories, but just to show you, you'll just type in your calories at top there. Like I mentioned, mine was the 1,857, and then clicking below, it's going to show you the carbs, proteins, and fats. Now like I mentioned, you'll set those specific percentages, 70%, 25%, and 5% equals out to 100, right? Remember, we want to be at exactly 100. So now that we're at exactly 100, we know that we're at 144 grams of fat, 116 grams of protein, and 23 grams of carbs. Once you're there, hit the right check mark and it will save it into your FitnessPal. After you do that, you can back out of this completely so that when you input food under your diary, it's going to show all your food listed right here. If you go down to the bottom and hit nutrition, it will show you your carbs, fats, and proteins. Now, I always highly suggest to write down those numbers. I have a whiteboard in my kitchen that I wrote down exactly how many carbs I'm having per day, how much fat, and how much protein, so I can remember. You know, if you want to take a picture on your phone, whatever is easiest for you to remember those until you memorize them, so that every single day when you input food, you can know exactly where you're at for your macros. And then when you get to your fat goal, you can stop eating fat. When you get to protein, you can stop eating that. And when you get to carbs, you can stop eating that. So it's very easy for you to track right in here. This is 100% one of the best applications I've ever used, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything. So feel free to use this, guys. And now we're gonna go ahead and pop back and go ahead and wrap up this video. Alright, so this about wraps up the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. I think it's important to be able to understand how to enter this stuff. Some of this stuff that may seem easy to a lot of us may not seem so easy to some of you beginners that are getting into the fitness industry. So, you know, if this is something that you guys liked, feel free to smash the like button. If you guys are liking the content that I'm putting out, please subscribe, support the channel. I do want to say I really appreciate everybody that has supported the channel already. It has been absolutely amazing. I know I say that in almost every single video, but you guys are making my dream come true by putting out content to help other people on their fitness journey. I know that sometimes it might seem like fitness is very hard to get into, but it's just about taking that first step. And if I can do it, I believe that every single one of you can. So continue to press forward, believe in yourself, and motivate yourself. And if there's a specific video that you guys want to see that's going to help you continue on your fitness journey or even help you get started, you got to let me know in the comment section because I am more than happy. But once again, I thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I look forward to seeing you guys at the very next video.